Hello everybody, welcome to the Marvel Future Revolution tier list. This is the ultimate tier list and the only video no matter what time it is in the game. This can be going now from the launch of the game all the way up until new characters start coming out where it's going to be invalidated. As it stands, there's currently 8 heroes in the game, and I'm going to break down to you which ones are the best and which ones are the worst and why, because it's a tier list, right? Just kidding. Here's the deal. So this video is actually about telling you guys tier lists are wrong, and people going out there and putting tier lists out there are actively hurting the community. Tier lists are a clickbait video that people put out. I would know, I do clickbait videos myself on this channel that people put out because people search for it. I'm going to put the title of this, the Ultimate Marvel Future Revolution tier list, and I promise people are going to click on it because they're looking for tier lists, and I hope you're one of those people so I can catch you and tell you. Tier lists are not accurate. I can tell you tier lists are not accurate for multiple reasons. One of which, the characters that during the Omega Flight server we all thought were the very best heroes are no longer the very best heroes. The people that people are saying are at the very bottom of the tier list, I've seen multiple tier lists saying Storm, Captain America, worst champions in the game. This is terrible advice. Not only does this game change on a weekly basis, if you didn't know, there are hidden patches that happen in this game, PvP balancing patches. You can ask top-rated Dimension Duel players. They're going to tell you, and I just had a conversation with Whistling Death this morning, that it depends upon the week. Some players are going to be able to beat some players are going to be able to beat others because Netmarble is messing around with the balance of the characters. Not everything is shown in patch notes. On top of it, guys, the top characters right now have to do with invulnerability frames, basically being completely invulnerable for long periods of time, and you mix that with your dodges, giving you basically cheese as a way to beat people in PvP. As other characters come out and as people get better gear, as people figure out skills to beat the cheese, as ping becomes better on the server, these tier lists are going to be exposed for the real trash that they are. There is plenty of videos out there saying you need to play Spider-Man, Iron Man, you know, these people, whatever. And yes, I've said on my videos many times before, Iron Man is the best hero in the game because he was when I said it. And I told you at the time, he's the best hero currently, the highest powered players are playing him, and he seems to be doing the most damage. But just this morning, for instance, Whistling Death and me were talking, and he's saying a whole lot of people are now able to beat Iron Man this reset, meaning every reset, they're messing around with changes continually, okay? If you didn't know, Black Widow was considered not only the best character in beta, but so much so, it was a mouth-breathing, annoying, face-rolling type of character to play. You had one move, you one-shot everything, it was annoying, stupid, and easy to build, okay? Part of the reason is people didn't figure out how to play against her. Now people are figuring out how to play against her. They did nerf her, and there were silent changes too throughout the game to other characters. Also, people started learning how to use invulnerability frames, etc. There's a lot I could say about these tier lists, and there's a lot I could say about people who just sit in front of their 8 characters, click on them, say 630k power, and then this character, and then this character best, and then this character is the best. The actual best character is the hero you want to play, is the hero you find enjoyable. When I leveled Captain America, I thought he was probably one of the funnest heroes to play, but the most unenjoyable to level, which is completely different things. Okay, and it's very frustrating to me that we have guides and tier lists and all this information out there essentially straight up lying to people saying this is the best hero, this is the best hero, this is the best hero, and their only data, their only form of information isn't thing like Halfsin's data, lab, numbers lab, where they actually go and look at the numbers, because that I respect. Instead, it's a person who spent $5,000 on one hero, however their favorite hero may be, and saying this character is really good, okay? It would be like me continuing to well on my Storm, playing on my Storm, saying Storm is the best hero on the tier rating and Star-Lord is the worst because I've played him the worst, I understand him the worst, he's the least popular character and definitely needs a buff in the next month. That's so unfair to the vast majority of players that I want to get out this point in the below 8-minute video because I'm not trying to cram it full of ads. My point here is do not listen to tier lists as the game states. It's changing to common. There's only 8 heroes. People saying Captain America and Storm's the worst. Yes, because there's only 8 heroes. The PvE game mode Invasion hasn't launched into the game yet, where maybe PvE AoE is going to be the best thing in the game. People like Captain America who are tanks and who have the only AoE shield in the entire game and the only damage reflection in the entire game is the worst hero in the game because you don't understand how to use those mechanics or understand how those mechanics will be good going into the future. I'm sorry, but I come from Gacha games where there's literally 500-600 heroes and a good chunk of them have use. There's useless heroes, but they're not because they're 5% worse than the other person. It's because they're the same hero as another hero, just a worse variant. Everyone in this game does something unique, and I'm frustrated and annoyed at tier list hurting the community.